saying the warning signs have been known about these extremists for quite some time, saying, quote, for over a year, U.S. intelligence agencies specifically warned that ISIL was taking advantage of the situation in Syria to recruit members and provoke violence that could spill into Iraq and the rest of the region. This was not an intelligence community failure, but a failure by policymakers to confront the threat. And this scathing rebuke from former Congressman Allen West, who served in both Iraq wars. He accuses the president of being derelict in his duty as commander-in-chief for not taking the rise of ISIS seriously sooner.
In the military, we have a simple maxim: leaders take responsibility. They don't take credit. And for this president, who has been receiving daily intelligence briefings that he has had left on his desk, has not been reading. For this president and for the entire world who saw ISIS cross over the border into Iraq, take Al-Fallujah and Ramadi back in February, he referred to them as a junior varsity team, JV team. Obviously, he underestimated.
Well, now the White House appears to be backtracking. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest saying it was never the president's intent to blame the intelligence community for dropping the ball on ISIS.
What the president was trying to make clear, and this is something I would point out that the president has said on previous occasions in response to questions from probably somebody who's sitting in this room right now, about how difficult it is to predict the will of security forces that are based in another country to fight. The president's commander-in-chief, and he's the one who takes responsibility.
Pathetic excuse, in my opinion. The intel community, Rachel, fighting back, saying he was warned multiple times. And this bomb dropping today, the president missed this threat, according to a new Government Accountability Institute report, because maybe he only attended 42% of his intel briefings.
That's what I was just going to bring up. 42% of them. He has time for March Madness brackets on ESPN. He has time for vacation, golf, basketball. This is kind of really dereliction of duty. This is job number one of the president.
And we learned this same nugget of information, Harris, before the Benghazi attacks, that he wasn't attending these briefings.
Well, you know what?
Why?
You talk about accountability and government job security colliding. If the president really wanted to blame somebody, has he considered maybe punishing these people? Well, no.
Right.
Because it wasn't them.
Yeah.
No. And I just scratch my head. You've got the Secret Service on one hand. He's blaming the national intelligence for what we did or did not know about ISIS. If he really has people around him that he cannot trust, why doesn't he do something about it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the bigger number
with
with the intelligence reports is that he is not reading 60% of them. So he's attending 40%, but he's not attending 60% of them, a majority. But one thing that Josh Earnest did say also in the fallout from what the president did to the intelligence community is that there's no question that he relies on important advice from leaders in the military, the diplomatic corps, and from leaders in our intelligence community. So at the same time, they're saying the president is relying on the intelligence community, who is saying, we're giving you all the information that you should have had, saying they gave it to him a year ago. You still have the president throwing them under the bus when it's convenient for him politically to get out of taking responsibility.
But he's not relying on them, Bernie. I mean, if he's relying on them, then he's listening to them, but he's not taking their advice.
There's no way he didn't know. He knew what ISIS was up to. They took Mosul in June, Fallujah in February, and so he knew. He just didn't want to get us involved. That's his MO. That's his strategy, which I happen to agree with. It wasn't until the beheadings and the polls that he read and the outrage to the beheadings that he decided to take action against ISIS, which I'm sorry he did, because he caved into the emotions, and now we're stuck in this here quagmire. And so, but that he was misrepresenting what happened. It wasn't an intelligence failure. He knew, and he just waited.
Yeah.